What's going on, everybody? Sorry about that. Running a little bit late. I know I said 6 o'clock. Here we are about 6:40, but we're here, man. But yeah, those of you that are new to the channel, man, do me a huge favor. Hit that like. You already know. Subscribe. In the comments, man, put what city you're in. Thank you so much. Pretty much, yeah. Make it real quick. Doing a raffles, puppy slash dog, while playing Call of Duty, just to entertain while nobody's watching. Myself. Pretty much just answer the chat if you guys got any questions or whatever the case is also, but just doing it to do awareness and those that have locked in and purchased tickets, to know that I'm still out here pushing to sell the rest, so that once I'm sold out, the winner, which I will make a video, several videos for about 2 weeks before I go live to do the drawing. Pretty much how it worked. The drawing will be with a ping pong machine. I'm sorry, ping pong. It will be a bingo type machine where I roll and it'll have 200 numbers in there, and I'll pull out a number, and whoever the winner is, it'll go live. That's who will win, and it's free shipping. I'll deliver the dog in person, as well as it will come with the free ear crop if you so choose. Shipping is free. And pretty much you can pick whatever dogs I have available at the time, or you can wait, because as of right now I have 3 dogs for sale, all females. Or you can wait until I have a litter that's available, and you can get pretty much first pick. So if you want a first pick male, first pick female, if you want a blue tri, chocolate tri, black tri, lilac tri, whatever's available, you can choose that. And that's how we're doing the raffle. So and I plan on doing this continuously. So once the winner is drawn, I'll go, and it's full rights, full paperwork, no breeding rights on my end, nothing. It's full rights. It's $20 a ticket. You can buy as many tickets as you want. And like I said, once it's time to do the drawing, I'll be putting announcements out there for about a 2-week period and drawing the winner. And then I'll be messaging you directly. You can also reach out to me if you happen to watch it live, because some people might be doing something else and not see it. But I'm trying to get everybody to watch it. That's why I'll be announcing it for 2 weeks once I sell all the tickets. That way you guys can tune in and watch me draw the number live. And like I said, if it's a puppy, it'll come with its first puppy shots, etc. Wormed, all that jazz. And like I said, paperwork, ABKC papers. That's all I deal with. I don't have multi-registered dogs anymore. I some of mine are dual registered, my older dogs, but that's it. I'm not doing dual registration anymore. I used to. So I have several UKC paperworks. I had other people trying to get me to register in their registry, and I'm like, I'm good, bro. If I was to show in their registry, which down the line I definitely will, like BRC and what have you, but as of right now, like, no, I'm not finna. What a Michael Ortiz out there in Buffalo, New York, but I'm not finna dual register all my dogs. It's some registries are different. Some registries don't allow certain dogs. Like UKC, I think they pulled Lucky Luciano, I believe. They pulled Dax, and they pulled a lot of his sons, if not all of his sons, if I'm not mistaken. It's been so long since I looked into that. So, it is what it is. But pretty much that sums up pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just out here pushing, sell some of these tickets so that I can go ahead and give the winner their dog. Super excited. As those that have been watching, you guys know that I have 3 females that just came in heat, and I will be testing them all tomorrow. I just texted a guy's dog from Bowling Green, and I got the results, which I need to message him. I'm waiting for my dad because I left. Man, my dad never sent me the pictures. Let me text him back. Let me see. Because he says he texted to me. He didn't. Never got. So I just texted him because he told me what it was. The numbers was a 5. She's not ready. It was like a 5.2 or whatever he said. But the machine printed out a receipt. So I have a physical copy. So I just texted him because he was like, I sent them. Sometimes it takes a little while, but let me make sure I don't have. Make sure I turn my stuff off. Turn on, because I turned it off. I turned my notifications off. Yeah, but that still would show it unless he emailed it to me. I don't think he emailed it. Yeah, no, he didn't. I don't see why he would email to. That's kind of weird. But pretty much, yeah, she's not ready. She's close. So she's a 5. Once she's a 7, she ovulates. So I will retest her again here on Tuesday because today's Sunday, so I'll test her Tuesday. I'm about to test my females tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm early, but just to be sure, I'm just gonna go ahead and test them. Um, and and see where they're at. You know, his girl's close because, like I said, she's a 5. So once she hits a 7, she ovulates. So that's why I'm guessing Monday. I mean, sorry, Tuesday would be a good day for her, just because tomorrow she might be a 6. You know what I mean, or a 5.7 or something like that. And then Tuesday she'll be a 7. I know she ovulates, and that'll let me know the time frame of when I should breed her at. But yeah, it's just starting for me because from here on out, they're fitting to start coming in. It was one, one, one started swelling up earlier, and then another, and now another. So I'm at 3. Like I said, right now I have 16 breeding females, which I'm trying to sell 2 of them before they come in heat. But if they come in heat and I ain't sold them, then I'm breeding them. You know, once I breed them, I'm keeping them. So they're looking really good right now. So, so like I said, I'll know more once they're closer or once they come into heat, obviously. But yeah, they'll be coming in heat. They're like humans; they all sync up, so they're gonna start coming into heat back to back to back. So I got 3 now. Shoot, next week can be 1 or 2. The week after that can be another 2. The week after that can be 4 or 5. You know, so I'm not trying to breed them because I own the studs. So I'm not trying to breed them early, which I'm cool with that. But in my case, since I have so many breeding females, I'm not trying to breed early and my females not be ready because I'm not trying to pull my male 3, 4, 5, 6 times before she's ready. So so you got to be real careful when you start doing stuff like that. You got me. Yeah, so that's another thing. Some people, they'll just pull their male, because the more you pull them, you're lowering his semen count. So I'm trying to get him at the prime, especially when you have multiple females. So if I'm breeding, pulling him 3 times per female, and I got 4 females I want to take him to, and they all come in heat the same week, that's too much. I know some people what they'll do is they'll pull the male and then they'll split it. So if he gives you 7 cc's, they'll take 3.5, put it in, or yeah, 3.5, and put it in one girl, and then the other 3.5 in another girl. Which I'm not trying to do that either. So that's my whole strategy behind doing it the way that I'm doing it. Man, I oh, I thought I had that guy. Uh, so yeah, so that's my whole reasoning behind testing them and not pulling them. And then two, the big thing is, man, I ended up getting the progesterone machine last year. And for those that don't know, the only reason why I should have got it years ago, man, I wish I would have. The only reason why I got the progesterone machine when I did is because pretty much my vets forced me to do it, man. And what I mean by they forced me is they started doing no more walk-ins, appointments only. Then they started not doing the tests on Saturdays. They're not open Sundays, so they stopped doing it on the weekends. Then Then they stopped doing it on Fridays, and then on top of that, they stopped letting me come in between their appointments. Like, to draw the blood, man. My man G, he was here. I drew. It did take me a little bit of pokes. I ended up poking her 4 or 5 times before I could get blood, but there was no blood coming out at all until finally I poked her that last time, and then I was able to draw blood off of her. But I did it within less than 2 minutes, and then I put it in the machine, and I literally left because G said he had to go out, head back home, and I was like, well, I might as well head back as well and just have my dad tell me the results, and I'll let you know. Because I was like, you want to just stay until we get the results? He was like, no, I gotta go. I was like, all right, cool. I'll tell you the results once I get them. So as I got home, my dad called me. It was like, I got him. I sent you 2 texts, which I didn't get it. Yeah, he didn't even respond back yet. So he probably took the picture and thought he sent it to me and didn't even send it to me. So, but it also prints out a receipt of I put her name on there or his name on there. That way I know it's the results for what day it was on and his results of his dog on what day. So if I forget, I know, okay, we drew her blood on a Sunday. Um, so so they stopped letting me come in between their appointments because literally, like I said, it took me 2 minutes to draw blood. I put it in the machine within a minute and then left. The results come back in 15 minutes, and what they used to do is they would email me the results, or they would just call me, or I'd call them and get it. 'Cause sometimes they would forget. And like I said, towards the end, they wouldn't even let me do that. What I was doing is I'd pull up and I would just wait. They would say, come around 1:30. I'd pull up around 1:30. Sometimes I would wait 30 minutes. I think that's the longest I've ever waited. So in between their appointments or whatever the case is, they would send somebody outside. They would come out. I had my female ready. They would draw her blood and they would walk. They would go back in. I would pay. Sometimes they would come out with a machine. If I pay with card, I would put the machine in the card, pay, and that lady would leave, and then I'd go home. But towards the end, like I said, and literally it would with the interaction would be less than 3 minutes. They would come out, draw the blood, leave. I would go in, pay, or somebody else would come out and I would pay, and that'd be the end of it. And that I was doing that for probably 2 years. No, since COVID. So I was doing it 2020, 2021, 2022 till March when I bought no till about March or April, because that's when I purchased the machine. But it took a while to come in. And that was the end of it. So they were doing it for for 3 years and some change. And I would just sit there whenever they were done. Somebody would come out, draw the blood, and go back. Literally, if I had to wait, I had no problems. If I had to wait in between appointments or whatever the case is, I would do that as well. Which that's what I did do. Oof, I just got killed. So I felt like, and I'm paying them each time they do that. I'm paying them $110 a pop. So, you know what I mean? It's not like, I wasn't paying them or it was cheap or whatever the case is. No, man. Per progesterone test, I've had females where I've took and they got 5 progesterone tests. So, what up, keeping it real? Big country. Nothing much, man. Just talking about dogs. You know me, either dogs or Call of Duty. Um, and 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 uh so once they stopped letting me do that, I was like, look, if I gotta wait an hour even in between appointments, I'm cool with that, because I'm fine because I know I'm not making an appointment. And the thing is, man, when I would try you couldn't make an appointment for progesterone test, dude. You're making appointments there and you're like looking at a week and a half to 2 week wait. So that's pointless. You know what I mean? So at that point, I was like, I can't do this, man. There was like 3 or 4 dogs, dude, that I missed because I couldn't get a PG test done. And I was like, screw it. Like, I have to get a machine because I can't be doing this. So I went peeled $3,700 and got a progesterone machine. And yeah. So, and I'm loving it. And I'm glad I did it. I wish I would have done it way sooner. I was just in a way spoiled. Like I had a vet here that I could just pay about 5 minutes from the house. Was paying him the $110, not even thinking about it. Like I said, I remember Savage. I took her in and paid for 5 progesterone tests, dude. That's $550. So I knew for a fact with all the females that I have, it's worth it. We're talking about right now. I have 14 breeding, 16 if these 2 stay with me. You know, if I get one test for each one, that's $1,600. That's yeah, $1,600 and some change. I can't think of it right now. 16 dogs, that's 800. So 1,600, that's 2,400 right there alone. So it was definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Just getting the machine. I'll be right back.